God has an urgent message for you today. That person who has been working against you in secret, that family member you've trusted who hasn't been loyal, they have finally been exposed. This isn't just a random suspicion, it's a divine revelation, meant to protect your spirit and future. The betrayal you felt but couldn't quite place has now been brought to light by God's grace. This message comes with divine timing to help you see clearly who has been the rat in your family all along, undermining your peace and progress while wearing the mask of love. As you hear these words, know that God sees everything this person has done behind your back. It's normal to feel shocked or hurt when you discover betrayal from someone you considered family, but remember that you're being watched over with divine protection. This revelation is your chance to remove the hidden poison from your life and turn deception into clarity. You're receiving this message because there's still time to protect yourself from further harm. Even when discovering family betrayal feels devastating, trust that this revelation is a blessing, because knowing who works against you helps you guard your heart and your home. God exposes rats in your family not to hurt you, but to heal you from their ongoing damage. As you think about this family member, take time to reflect on the subtle signs that were there all along. Just like a flashlight reveals what hides in shadows, this divine revelation shines light on behaviors you overlooked. Out of love, hold on to your compassion and forgiveness, but let go of blind trust and naivety that left you vulnerable. Just like your body shows symptoms when fighting an infection, your life has been showing signs of this person's betrayal. Unexplained. Conflicts, missing information, stories that didn't quite add up, and the strange tension you felt but couldn't explain. This revelation isn't meant to destroy your family, but to cleanse it, removing what poisons the bonds of trust. Pay attention to how this person spoke nicely to your face, but created problems behind your back. Notice how things went wrong whenever they were involved. These weren't coincidences, but signs of the rat that has been scurrying through the walls of your family home. This revelation about the betrayer in your family is more than just information about one person. It's a spiritual checkpoint in your journey toward better discernment. It's a time for you to connect with your inner wisdom and recognize how your spirit always knew something was wrong. Face this truth with a calm heart and ready mind. There's a loving plan at work in your life, and sometimes that plan includes removing the veil from your eyes. Difficult discoveries might hurt now, but see them as chances to grow spiritually wiser. Every betrayal uncovered becomes a lesson that makes you more discerning about who deserves your trust. When the truth feels overwhelming, reach out in prayer for guidance. God is always here to give you strength, wisdom, and protection from those who don't have your best interests at heart. In your prayers, you'll find the comfort you need to process this family betrayal with dignity and peace. As we've discussed this important divine revelation about betrayal in your family, I'd like to help prepare you for future spiritual guidance as well. If these messages about recognizing hidden enemies resonate with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll continue receiving divine warnings and revelations that can protect you from those who mean you harm while wearing the mask of love and family. Pay attention to the spiritual nature of deception and how it works through people close to you. Family betrayal isn't just about human behavior, it has spiritual roots. The rat in your family didn't just accidentally hurt you. They made choices that followed a pattern. They created confusion when things were clear. They started arguments between you and others. They shared your private information. They celebrated quietly when you faced setbacks. They became jealous when you succeeded. These behaviors weren't random mistakes, but calculated actions from someone who chose deception as their way. Trust your memory of conversations that left you feeling confused or doubting yourself. That unsettled feeling wasn't your imagination, but your spirit recognizing lies. When your family member spoke badly about everyone else to you, they were speaking badly about you to everyone else. When they offered help that somehow made things worse, that wasn't coincidence. When they showed up during your victories trying to take credit, or during your struggles seeming to offer help while making you feel worse, your spirit was taking notes, even when your heart was making excuses. Remember, you're not facing this family betrayal alone. God is with you, surrounding you with love and protection as you process this painful truth. Around you stands a team of guardian angels, spiritual guides, and heavenly helpers, all working to support you through this revelation. This exposure of the rat in your family is designed to help you heal, not to cause you pain, and every part of this situation is under divine control. Feel thankful for this uncovering of truth, for it shows how deeply your well-being matters to God. Each moment of clarity brings you closer to freedom from manipulation and lies. The universe holds you in its caring hands during this difficult discovery, and nothing can separate you from divine love, not even the pain of family betrayal. God's light has exposed what was hiding in darkness, because you deserve to live in truth, not deception. Divine timing, God's perfect clock, is working in your situation right now. When you receive a revelation about family betrayal at exactly the moment when you're strong enough to handle it, that's sacred timing at work. These moments show you're connected to God's plan, living in harmony with divine protection, even through painful discoveries. As you process the truth about this family member, let this divine timing build your confidence. Each revelation confirms you're being looked after and guided away from those who would harm you. Pay attention to how previous confusing situations suddenly make sense now that you know who was working against you. These weren't random problems, but pieces of a pattern God is now helping you see clearly. Keep your heart open to further revelations. The more you acknowledge the truth about this betrayal, the more completely God can restore what was damaged by deception and prepare you for authentic relationships. Just as you receive these divine revelations about the betrayer in your family, your support helps us continue sharing similar guidance with others who are being deceived without knowing it. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these important warnings to reach those who need divine protection from the rats hiding in their own families. Your contribution does more than support our channel. It helps shine light into the darkness where others are suffering without understanding why. As you process this revelation about the rat in your family, believe that this painful discovery can lead to amazing spiritual growth. Just like gold becomes pure only when fire burns away the impurities, your spirit grows stronger when betrayal is brought to light and removed. God arranges these revelations perfectly, even when family betrayal feels like your world is crumbling. Focus on strengthening your inner wisdom, because that quiet discernment is what will protect you from future deception. When you stay committed to truth and keep your heart open to divine guidance, powerful changes begin inside you. Relationships you never thought possible, honest ones built on genuine care, start entering your life once you clear away toxic connections. Every step you take toward accepting this truth brings you closer to a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Your response to betrayal shapes your future more than the betrayal itself. Choose to respond with dignity rather than vengeance, with boundaries rather than bitterness. You don't need to confront this person with dramatic accusations. Sometimes the most powerful response is simply changing how you share information and energy with them. As you adjust to this revelation about your family member, make it a habit to say, "Divine truth protects me from deception." Speak these words with complete trust each morning. This simple practice builds a shield of awareness around you that family manipulation cannot penetrate. When doubts creep in, or when this person tries to regain your blind trust, pause for a moment. Use this time to quiet your mind and reconnect. With the clarity God has given you about this situation, trust that God is working everything out for your protection, and begin each day thanking Him for removing the veil from your eyes. When you fill your thoughts with gratitude for revealed truth, you create room for authentic relationships in your life. Align your heart with honesty and discernment, knowing that divine protection is always available when deception approaches. Your awareness is the key that unlocks freedom from manipulation and betrayal in all your relationships. During this challenging revelation, you're not just learning about one betrayer, but also becoming someone who can recognize genuine connections. This experience offers you a chance to show God's wisdom in action through better relationship choices. Each day gives you new opportunities to strengthen your discernment and help others who might be blindly trusting people who don't deserve it. As you pray for continued guidance and connect with God, remember to nurture the honest relationships in your life. Your experience can protect and encourage others who might be suffering under hidden betrayal. Use your story to help someone else recognize the signs of deception. Embrace each day as a chance to build relationships based on transparency and mutual respect. In this journey, we grow stronger together, supporting each other through prayer and honest conversation, creating a community that values truth above comfortable lies. Your painful revelation becomes precious wisdom when shared with someone who needs to hear it. There's a deeper spiritual purpose behind this painful revelation about your family member. Throughout history, sacred teachings have shown that betrayal often precedes spiritual advancement. Just as Jesus had his Judas, many destined for greater spiritual purpose must first recognize those who would undermine them. This betrayal is preparing you for a greater calling that requires sharper discernment and stronger boundaries. Those chosen for important spiritual work must first learn to recognize deception, because your future path will attract both genuine supporters and clever pretenders. This family betrayal is actually spiritual training, teaching you to sense the difference between true connection and manipulation. The pain you feel now is forming spiritual armor that will protect you during your greater journey ahead. Ancient wisdom teaches that before you can fulfill your purpose, you must see clearly who stands with you and who stands against you while pretending to be with you. God allows these painful revelations because your destiny requires you to develop spiritual sight that sees beyond appearances. The rat in your family has unknowingly served as your teacher, showing you what false support looks like, so you can recognize true support when it arrives. In closing, as we process this revelation about the betrayer in your family, let's move forward with clarity and peace. Be prepared to welcome God's continued protection, face your new awareness with strength, and recognize each blessing that comes from living in truth. Trust in the power of prayer and in God's constant guidance in all your relationships. You are on a path to authentic connections, surrounded by divine light that exposes what hides in darkness. Keep saying divine truth protects me from deception, and watch as your relationships transform, with genuine ones growing stronger and false ones falling away, leaving you in a circle of trust that can't be broken. If this message has helped you recognize the rat in your family, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more divine revelations. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a warning or blessing meant for you. When you share this message, you help others who are being deceived without realizing it. Each person who receives this warning through you becomes part of your spiritual legacy of truth and protection. Dear Lord, please give us strength to face difficult family truths and the wisdom to see your hand guiding us toward authentic relationships. Amen. If this message has touched your heart or helped you identify betrayal in your life, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Your support helps us continue sharing these divine warnings with others who need them. Please share in the comments what spiritual topics or divine messages about family truth you'd like to hear in our next video. Your suggestions help us bring you the guidance you need most.